Ah, we got you guys. We got you yesterday,
That's right.
April Fool's Day.
We weren't actually stuck in the ticker tape. It was all just a joke.
It's all just a joke.
It was all just a joke.
Hope you enjoyed the joke, though. I hope you didn't think it was whack and lame and boring, but
For those of you that stuck through it.
hey, appreciate you. Appreciate you. I know I'll stick through it. I know I stuck through watching that. I watch all of our episodes fully.
I have to. I have to a few times, during the editing process. So I get to consume every episode at least 3 times.
I feel like this is one of the only series that I constantly keep up with, outside of Marvel shows or Rick and Morty type shit. This is it. This is what I keep up with is the Chase and Shep show.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. April Fool's Slay. April Fool's.
Because
Yay.
it's what we do,
Right?
We told you we'd slay on. We're slaying all year. All year. So obviously for April Fool's Slay, there's really only one choice.
Well, there's one.
There are other choices, but it's the obvious choice. It's the best choice. It's April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day.
From, what was it, 1986?
Yeah, something like that. It was definitely 80s. You could feel the 80s in this one.
I'm going to check. I'm pretty sure it is 86.
I really love this movie, though. I've never seen it before. This was my first go-through.
Same here. And I agree. I also very much enjoyed this movie. It was not what I expected. I forgot, as usual, spoilers for this. But I forgot you told me, because you watched it before I did.
Right.
You talked about how it started, and you're like, I feel like it was a little bit ahead of its time because of the found footage stuff at the opening. And I agreed, man. I kind of felt the same way watching that movie. I was like, in some ways, this does feel a little ahead of itself.
Yeah, because I honestly, I can't really recall any other movie before 1986 that would have had something like that.
Yeah. Honestly, I really dug it. Because I liked this psychological angle, especially when it comes to the slays. We get a lot of slasher junk along the way. But what I thought was cool about this movie, and I was like for me, if I ever remade this movie, I feel like I'd lean heavily into the what is real elements of the movie. Really keep you guessing, what is real and what is not. Kind of like how WandaVision had us. Just questioning the reality of what we're watching. And this movie succeeded, I feel like, at that.
No, yeah.
Quite a bit. It started losing there at the end. When it started to go in the direction of her
crazy
evil twin sister,
Well, it was at that point I felt like I was it's gonna be like a twin got out. When the cop when they got in touch with the sheriff, and he's he's talking to that dude on the phone, and then the guy doesn't tell anybody what he really said, and he's just stay there, I'm on my way. I was I bet he's yo, she had a psycho twin that broke out, but I felt like this movie did an excellent job with just showing these little pranks between the friends, and then this crazy ass story with making you as confused as the fucking people in the movie. There was times where I'm what the fuck is going? Did I miss something here? Is there some fucking dude? I was convinced at first okay, maybe the killer is the guy that got his face smashed. Then I was no, it doesn't seem like that. And then it's is it the twin? But I don't know. It clearly seemed like a guy. You know what I mean?
The whole time, for sure.
Yeah,
and I liked the kind of group dynamic amongst them as well. I enjoyed that. It was just filled with kind of unexpected. And what's funny is I think if this was a more modern day movie, I probably would have called it. I feel like if it was modern day, I probably would have been oh, it's not actually, it's all just a joke. You know what I mean? I would have called it. But because it was an 80s movie, I was like, nah, it's about to go in this direction of she's got an evil twin sister, and that's just how this is. And I'm like, that's just so stupid. I thought that was so dumb. Like, because at first I was like, okay, sure. But then the movie was like getting to the climax where now you see the, like, okay, yes, this is the evil twin sister. It's down to the last two people, and she's coming after him and stuff. And I'm just like, damn, that's really what they're going with. And I think that's so dumb. And I believed it because it was an 80s movie. But I feel like if it was a modern day movie, I feel like I would have caught on maybe. But I didn't. I definitely thought they were going to try the evil twin thing. And I'm so glad that at the last second they said, April Fools. Yeah. April Fools, man, we got you. And they did. They got me. I was like, fuck. I really thought this was going to be a shittier movie. No,
I liked it, man. The climax there at the end, I started getting vibes of, like, you know, I knew this was like an 80s movie, and I'm like, man, I bet there's some like little... for some reason, it just really reminded me of the movie So I Married an Axe Murderer. I don't know why. You've never seen that one?
That's one I haven't seen.
Now, that's one we'll have to watch at some point. I fucks with that one a little bit, but I don't know why. But this one really gave me maybe I think it's because she had an axe there at the end or something like that. But I got too the second time. Like I got you know, they said April Fool's Day, and I was like, oh damn, okay, all right. And then she's up in her room, you know, like going to bed, like all right. And then that girl pops up, and it looks like she slits her throat, and I was like, damn. And then I
forgot about that. So who was that at the end, by the way, that slit her throat?
So that's the girl that the main, like, she's the girl that she's in the shower and hears the baby cry, and then she goes up to
okay. So that okay.
Muffy and's like, why would you do that? And's all like really hurt and shit like that. And she even at the end makes that comment. Some of the jokes went a little too far with some of you, and we didn't know, but you know, it was so fun and all this stuff. So when she pops up and sliced her throat, I'm like, oh damn, what a joke to her. And then she starts laughing, and then the lady's like, oh shit, it's not real blood. And I'm like, oh my god, they got me again. Like, damn. It's like, well, because it's almost like opposite of horror movies. How horror, like, you know, the common 80s slashers had that jump scare right at the end. You know, like Friday the 13th is a big one that always pops into mind. Like Jason always be popping out of the windows. He hates those fucking windows at the very end.
That's a fact. I'm gonna do a whole video essay on that. maybe when we do our summer camp stuff.
Yeah. But they got me at the end, and it was like the complete opposite. It was, again, like I said, it was the joke. April Fool's Day. And it's like, y'all just been playing jokes this whole fucking movie.
This whole movie. Damn it, you keep getting me.
It's like, every time in that movie a door would close, I'd be like, well, now the fucking handle's gonna fall off. And every time it would, you know, and I'd be like, yeah, I told you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I really liked it. It was a nice little surprise. And of course the clues are peppered throughout. It's definitely one that I'd enjoy going back and giving it a rewatch just to see if it, like, how it plays, knowing how it plays out now.
Well, me enjoying that one as much as I did, it makes me want to watch the 2008 remake to see if that's any good. Because I don't believe I ever watched that.
I don't know. I get these vibes that one's not going to be as good.
Oh, definitely. But you never know.
Hey, you never know. You never know. I'll probably see it eventually. Yeah. But yeah. So
we talking scores now on this one?
Talking scores. So what's that score going to be?
If I had to pick a score for this one, I would say 8 out of 10.
Word.
I think it's a good place to fit. You know, a little outdated these days. It's from the 80s.
Yeah.
Kind of cheesy at some points, but overall, I thought it was dope. I thought it was a good watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. 8 out of 10. Yeah, a little outdated for sure in some ways, but I really enjoyed it a lot. It was very surprising. Like we said, it was a little ahead of its time in some ways.
Yeah,
I felt like it's definitely a nice little shake up from the usual stuff, I guess.
Oh yeah, from the regular shit, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd watch this one again for sure.
Definitely. Definitely. Add it to your sleigh list.
Add it to the Hall of Slays, man.
Wait, I think I brought this up to you before, but I feel like we need to make an official, like once we've done a full year of this, we can work on an official Chase and Shep Hall of Slay calendar, so that people know exactly the best stuff to watch on every holiday.
I'm with that. I think we could come up with some good fucking shit for people, man.
We can guide you.
Yeah,
we got you.
We have the knowledge.
From New Year's Sleigh to Scream Break to April Fool's Sleigh and all the way back again. We got you.
We're gonna be here for you.
We got you. I can't wait for the second annual 25 Sleighs. That's crazy.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna throw out there. Probably gonna be some shitty ones this year because we watched a lot of good.
This year might be a little rough.
We watched a lot of surprisingly good ones last year.
Yeah.
So I feel like this one might be a little rough, but I feel like at the same time we might find some gold. We might find some gold this year.
That's I think that's the best way to look at it.
I think the way I'm going about this is kind of like how a producer goes into like an old record store and like crate digs.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna tell you everything we watch and we see, but we're gonna find that diamond in the rough for you. I promise that.
We will. Well, that's it for the April Fool's Sleigh. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Friday. Yeah.
Busy week, and then we got another sleigh on Sunday. So
the teasers have been out by now. So if you don't know,
now you know.
Check it out.
Sunday, we'll be back in a big way. Peace.
Smooches and deuces, slashers.